Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in.
Look,
By
man,
the way,
I know
this
you're
little
just
trip you're
pulling
taking
my...
is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello.
Hello, Dad.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Father.
I'm known as Father.
Father.
The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
And then I'll blow your fucking head off, yeah.
Step into the elevator.
Alright. Rah! No, I'm not gonna blow his head off, actually, because I'm a melee man. Melee maxing!
I can only imagine what you...
Come on, let me do it!
What you think of us.
Am I supposed to just kill him?
I'd like to show
Does the Brotherhood still just want me to
have
kill him?
the wrong impression.
Okay. No, I don't have the wrong impression. I've played this game before. You guys are
Welcome to the
retarded.
Institute.
The Institute, for how smart you are, you're all retarded.
This is the
Voters make no
reality of
sense.
the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground.
They're not misinterpreted, they're just...
Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
Yeah, they don't seem so good down here, too, either. And this place sucks balls. I'd probably kill myself rather than here.
But that can wait.
I want to be a
You
raider.
are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Correct?
Don't have the key. Would need the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm
That is,
sure.
like, actually so fucked, bro. That they try to frick... Like, this psychological experiment they have on you is actually crazy.
Sean?
Who are you?
What is this psychological experiment, bro?
Sean? Where is everyone?
Father,
Uh-huh. Sean,
what's going on?
what do you want me to do?
I don't know you.
Who is Father?
Father? Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional,
It's
and
stuck.
that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as
What's your name,
what
retard,
you
then?
mean to your son, to Sean.
Answers,
I
asshole.
want answers, asshole. Now.
Bruh.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you
vulgarity?
to realize that this
Son, I am your father.
situation is far more complicated.
Why are you telling me
than
I
you
can't
could have
swear?
imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been. It's good to.
My son is
finally meet
retarded,
you
is basically what you're
after
telling me.
all this time.
He looks just
It's
fucking
me.
like us. How did people not get
I
that?
am
Like,
Sean.
just immediately.
I am
He looks fucking just like us.
your son.
Oh. But he just comes out with that, like, straight up? Oh, okay. Oh, no, at least the Institute doesn't lie to you for that long. Alright.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. In the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong,
Irrelevant.
irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227,
Maybe he's
the
right.
Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never
Is he
enough.
right?
Scientific
that moral argument.
curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best
I think what they
example
wanted
thus far.
was right, but
The
their
human
power,
being.
they misconstrued
Walking,
their power
talking,
structure is
fully
tyrannical and evil.
articulate, capable
That's
of
what I would say.
anything.
They problem is every single one of these factions leads to tyranny. Every single one. Brotherhood of Steel probably is the least tyrannical out of all of them, but it's still very tyrannical. And I would say
This really
the
is a
reason
matter of
why the
importance.
Railroad leads to tyranny is because they wouldn't win. They just realistically wouldn't win against the fucking Institute. I just don't believe for a second that they have a fucking shot. And then the Minutemen. Maybe I do agree with
I
the
hope you're
Minutemen.
not too overwhelmed.
So they needed human specimens and they had to find them. I understand, I guess. Humanity's always been willing to do that. This moral argument. This moral argument is like basically
This really
happening
is a
right
matter of
now in real life
importance.
as well. Is this moral argument like human specimens, you know, each being taken and experimented on? Is that there was a lot of progress made off that, but was it worth it?
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
He needed
So
specimens.
the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary.
Shouldn't our DNA have
But
repaired
then
itself?
The Institute found me. After discovering
If they
records
had
from Vault
they should have just
1,
waited for generations of kids to happen and see what happened.
frozen in time, protected from the
I don't know if they don't
radiation-induced
know that the
mutations
genes
that
would have
had
repaired
crept
themselves or
into
not from
every
this
other
radiation.
human cell in the Commonwealth. I was
That's total
exactly where
bullshit,
they
by the
were.
way. It's like this doesn't make any
And
sense.
so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean,
I would just kill him.
it's
I would
really
still
you?
kill him, I think.
It really
Like,
is.
if it's their son, if that was
I know
my
you must
son,
have
and he
questions.
grew 60 years, and then he grew to be
Please.
this asshole, I'd kill him.
Anything I can do to help you
I think,
understand.
no, that's what you do. You have to kill your son in this game, I think. Maybe? Like, he was a little baby 60 years ago, but yes, but like, this motherfucker is straight up evil.
I
Tyrannical
hope
evil,
you're
man.
not too overwhelmed.
He unilaterally controls a bunch of them. I just don't see how the power structure here works at all, bro. Where's the democracy? Where's the actual doctrine that is um like supposed to cure humanity
Are you
or like help humanity, man? Do you care about humanity, or do you just care about this group of humans? 'Cause there's a lot of humans up there, man. Hmm. No more.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence.
Show me
will
your
be
crap
appreciated
at least. I'll let
I've
Father
been
cook,
part of something
but I'm gonna kill him.
amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute.
We're dropping a
Now,
fucking bomb on you people,
After all
bro.
these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you?
No.
Isn't that what you want?
I will not make this deal with the devil. No! What you're doing is evil. No.
I won't be a part of this.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground.
Because it's evil.
You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
People do this IRL. Fucking A. They justify their actions after the fact. With bullshit like this. No. Dismissive.
You say that. How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done.
I know.
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too.
No.
I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you.
Okay.
We really do have humanity's best interest
Okay.
at heart.
Okay. Gleb and Cook.
Will you take that chance?
Okay, I'll take the chance, yes.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now... You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities. Dr. Ayo in SRB.
I'm gonna need to see Dr.
Holdren
Lee
in
as well.
Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Yep.
They've all been notified of your arrival.
Your homie Virgil,
And
you got
then
any
we'll discuss
serums
what
I
comes
can
next.
give him to make him not turn into immune? Alright, this right here was fucked up though. What the hell was this? Like, this is why people don't like you. Because this is how I fucking... God, I hate this part. Like, this part of the game is like just so wild. Maybe this guy's just autistic. Like, your son is autistic as fuck and just doesn't understand like social norms at all. That's probably it. Your son was stolen from you and then got giga autism. That's what happened. He just doesn't fucking understand morals. Like, but he is a genius. Okay, so he's a genius that doesn't understand morals. I get it. I can kind of get it. Fuck, yeah. I just feel like at a certain point, intelligence should not allow him to make, like, this decision. What is this, bro? You literally just tried to emotionally manipulate me with the 10-year-old robot version of my son. What the fuck? What is that? And then you expect me to be like, nah, bro, I have humanity's best interests at heart. Okay? We're bombing you. You are being bombed by the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm through.
Enhanced life expectancy. Kellogg's occasional presence continues to nerve the others. Kellogg's occasional presence continues to nerve the others. First, I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, grossly afraid of his general being. Kellogg is, after all, a killer, but I've understood, I've witnessed all their actions, gauged their side. Yeah, I mean, jealousy. He's jealous of Kellogg. Wow. That makes sense. That totally makes sense, though, because Kellogg is built different. Because the Wasteland forced him to be built different. That's something they don't get, is that this kind of struggle is what, that struggle up there is what actually creates innovation. This institute shouldn't even exist like this, because innovation would never come from this structure, societal structure. Innovation comes from struggle, is what I've come to believe. Things don't fucking work until it stops working, and then people figure out a different way to do things. Definitely see it happening in society these days. Well, a lot of huge parts of society are grinding to a fucking halt while the workforce is displaced. Like the dock worker thing, man. That's like the workers coming to reality that their jobs are like able to be fucking automated away. Okay, let's read more about this. IO can only confirm. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? I will have learned valuable things about my past either way. I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. See, that's where that's what happened to him. He does not feel emotions at all, is what happened to that guy. He got giga autism by being raised in a society like that. He can't feel emotions. It's not that he refuses to feel emotions right there, right? I cannot afford to let emotion get in my way. I know exactly what that is, dude. It's just not feeling emotion at all. Your son's a psychopath. If I'm reading this correctly, your son's a psychopath. Director code required. Um.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Yeah, if you got your workers walking around talking like that too, you're like,
Almost almost
I don't
done.
know. The whole synth thing is like very
This
psychopathy.
primary drive servo.
Doc.
Oh,
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are.
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well,
long.
This is what
Told us
happens
about
when
you.
you let
I couldn't
humans
believe it.
with
You've been
no
through so
capacity
much.
for
I think
emotion
most
control
people have just
society.
given up.
They
If
will
you don't mind
displace
my
people,
asking,
and they will not give a
what was
fuck.
it that kept you going all that time?
You don't want people that cannot feel emotion to run your society. And just in general, because they will not be thinking about certain things. You want them to have a say in society, but you don't want them to run it unilaterally.
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, you've suffered more tragedy. I'm sorry. I know that now. I'll give you a quick, as you might guess. We keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters.
Ah,
The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important.
Ah,
So,
so
now
there's
that
this,
you're
you're
here
the
and you've
power
spoken
lady.
to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm
Does
happy
she
to
thinks
discuss.
I'm an idiot just because I don't? You fucking assholes. They're okay. This is just smart people who look down on idiots. I've seen this. I know what this is. I do it all the time. You dickhead. No, just because I don't understand your field does not mean I'm an idiot.
Who built this place?
You fucking
originally? Has it been here
electrician.
long?
The construction of the Institute.
What are you
is the
doing,
work
bro?
of
You are literally just
generations of
powering a.
scientists.
Okay, look,
The
look,
original
look.
survivors of the
Their
war, our
thing
progenitors,
is cool
took
and all,
refuge
but
in
they
the basement
can't.
of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into
I'm
the
like
earth
8
and
intelligence,
built
man.
increasingly
Like 8
sophisticated
intelligence.
habitats and
Giga
laboratories.
Chad has
It's a
8
process
intelligence,
that's still
bro.
going on today.
Why is she
Even now,
roasting
we're
me?
digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go.
You're kind of a
All set.
bitch, a little bit.
Unit, you can
Allie.
return to duty.
Hey, what do you need?
I mean, you're kind of nice. You're not the worst, but like,
I'd like to know about the people.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Operating at full capacity.
Remember to keep unnecessary power
Greetings.
consumption to a
As the
minimum.
Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your
Hi.
missions on the surface. How may
Isn't
I
it
assist you
wonderful
today?
here?
okay, so they do have kids.
Hi
Are the
there.
kids? How retarded are the
Daddy says your
kids?
father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you.
Yeah, it's confusing as hell, kid. Basically, he's like my autistic son that grew up, and he's like, look, your leader is a fucking asshole. Remember that, okay, kid? Because like,
Sometimes
yeah.
Quentin is really mean to
the
me.
stuff he's doing on the surface is retarded. I think that's probably why the kid. If the
We
kids
are
don't get
usually
it, then the
welcome
people don't get it.
I hope you can appreciate your good
Because if the
fortune.
kid, I don't know. Tell the kids what they're doing upstairs, man. Tell the kids. They'll be like, what the fuck?
Greetings,
Because
sir.
kids, I think, start out with their morals, and then you can kind of just rip them out of a person that have certain, like, if you basically grind, like, if you grind the emotions out of a person, you totally can. I think in today's society that happens all the fucking time. People that are just like, there are quite a few people whose survival strategy is just to become unemotional. Because it's tough to care about every little thing that happens. When you can, especially with how fast knowledge gets around.
was
I totally
issued
get
a
people's
printed
argument when they say they just stop caring.
Hi,
Yes,
Doc.
sir.
You know what happens when people get robots to do
I
all
have
their
to
work?
still care.
They get fat and lazy, that's what.
Yeah, I think
Real
I just
people
have to.
doing
I've always had
real
that
thinking
fight.
and real work.
I'll never stop.
That's the future I want.
Yeah. many people are watching? One.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is.
That's what it sounds
In any
like.
case, I suppose I should say,
Synth sounds stupid.
welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Yeah, or is there a way we can do the Institute but, like, not do synths? Because, like, the synths is probably the most retarded aspect about this place. Everything else seems great, like this power technology and all that. You guys should just sell that to people upstairs. I see what you guys need to do. Yeah, you guys need some capitalism in your retarded-ass society.
Synths aren't human beings. But suppose
You guys have
they're the
technology that they
future
don't
of
have, sell it to
Never
them.
understand it.
And
Good to see you.
threaten them with bombs if they attack you. That's just how that's old school, baby. It works. That's old school fucking political. You have the carrot and the stick. You can either trade and make with the country that has better stuff, or you can get beaten down by their bombs. I mean, that worked. That's how fucking America worked back when it was actually a good country.
Is it
Um,
true food supplement 77
We're not
has
that
been-
guy anymore. Let's be honest. We're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Subject identified. Your request to the Bioscience Division.
If you speak to me like that, I will have to kill a lot of sense in here. Alright, let's go to bioscience. See what all sorts of kinds of disgusting CIA experiments you guys are doing. Okay, the plants chilling.
Dr.
Plants don't
Hogan
look so
said
bad.
the Gorilla Project.
Hey there.
You're here. Glad you made it. Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Is this how the gorillas got out?
It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses.
Don't I know it, buddy? Fucking A. It is very hard to stand out when you're around so many smart people. Fucking annoying sometimes, isn't it?
Hey there.
Well, you're gonna have to work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
Yep. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm an idiot.
Need all these coursers roaming the halls?
I'm only 8 intelligence in here, and everyone's like, nah, you're retarded. Feels bad. Not good enough.
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Imagine! Fucking Institute monkeys. How do they... I don't think intelligence is... I think intelligence can't be raised in this, to this level in a society is my problem. I think the average person is just too stupid for the society to work. That's my genuine... My findings, just of reality, are that yes, the average person is too stupid for the Institute to work. It's a great idea. I see it, but it's like not a great idea. It's in concept, but in practice, people are too stupid, and you will never have. This society would never work. Not in a million years.
Got it.
Trying to raise everyone to be like a scientist just doesn't work because people are specialized in random different things. I think you'd get basically everyone would probably start to hate science at a certain point because it'd feel like all they'd be allowed to do. Seems like no matter what you do, if you tell children to do something in general for a certain amount of time, they will reject it. Just in general. If you spam them too hard with any kind of propaganda, they will become immune to it. Not immune to it, but start to hate it, I think. I don't know. I don't know how much, you'd have to brainwash people really good for the society to work.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply.
You'd have to employ some incredibly tyrannical propaganda strategies, which they already have above ground. So what are the propaganda strategies down, below ground to get people on board with this? Because power comes from a collective group of people.